Okay. And I just went automatically live. Hello, how you doing? Happy Halloween. I went automatically live before tweeting out the link. That's fine. The purpose of this video is just to say Happy Halloween to you 2022. Been away for a while. Jet Petty first in the live chat. We say hello to Jet Petty. We say hello to Jilly Beans. You know, it's funny. I was just over in the RPG channel. Let me tweet out the link. And it was a completely different cast of characters. So it's so funny to figure out how, who gets the tweets and who gets the links and who gets the things. Jeff Petty, I'm getting treats and costumes ready. There you go. Wonderful. So, and it's funny, we got all the J's here. We say hello to Jeff Petty first in the live chat, getting the gold medal. We have Jelly Beans getting that silver. We have Spooky with the bronze. We have Philip Blair with number 4, no medal, but we get that honorable mention. Philip Blair getting that honorable mention. There we go. There you go. Jeff Petty getting those treats ready. Tweet out this link. There you go. Absolutely. So I'm going to view on YouTube. Yeah. Share. Twitter. Tweet. There you go. Of course, it's going to cause all sorts of confusion because I just tweeted out the link to the RPG one. Spooky says, "Seeing awkward Thanksgiving questions about Chanter Vision in the Guru game." I never, Spooky. You will not be surprised by this. I generally, well, number one, I always preview the Chanter Visions before I decide to forward those to anybody. And generally, the Chanter Visions only get forwarded to like guy friends who are like wild and crazy dudes, because I don't want to make anyone nervous or, scared. So, it never comes up. It never comes up. And if it did, they're all pretty much what they would understand. Various segments of occurrences of May were edited, taken out of context, and displayed in a random order. They'd get it, they'd understand, but they would all probably say the same thing. This is exactly the sort of thing that we all said could easily be done. And if this is the sort of thing that could easily be done randomly, hold on. Just imagine what could be done with malice and forethought if anyone wanted to do with care and attention, really take your words out of context and put something together malicious. But then that brings us right back to a new trend in human society, which is the movement called post truth. What is post truth? Well, a lot of it goes hand in hand. It had developed before a lot of this, and a lot of it developed in a space that knew that some of this digital truth morphing technology was on the horizon, and now it's here. The stuff like deep fakes, the ability to make pornographic movies with Scarlett Johansson that are indistinguishable from the Scarlett Johansson participating in a hardcore pornographic movie. The technology now becoming more and more accessible, that same technology can now be produced, that will now be able to produce in a court of law. Here's photographic evidence showing that here's C.W. Chanter cheating on his wife in a homosexual tryst with individual X. At which point I produce a video expert who says, that's a deep fake. What do you mean deep fake? Well, that video that purports to show the defendant, the divorce alleged the husband involved in a homosexual act with another individual is a fake video. We all know about deep fakes now. We all know that videos can be produced of Barack Obama, of George W. Bush, of Putin, of someone speaking, saying things that they did not say. We all know that things can be edited, broken down into syllables, phrases. We've heard audio of Ayn Rand, and I've grooved on multiple occasions to it's a kind of catchy tune. You ever heard the version of Aqua Girl or Barbie Girl by it's Ayn Rand and Slavoj Žižek doing Barbie Girl by Aqua. Come on, baby, let's go party. I'm a Barbie girl. It is what it is. The endless videos of Joe Rogan, debating himself. It is what it is. But what it leads to is post-truth. Now you can even produce photographic video evidence of the thing, and people say you've produced evidence and it proves nothing. Or it proves everything still, because to believe in something is easier than believing in nothing. And did anything ever prove anything in the first place? From a philosophical point of view, there's arguments to be made that any of the evidence that's ever been produced in any court of law has always been this sort of theoretical stuff that really was always just a kind of sham that may have shown or proved something, but we've always known. Like if you talk to any lawyer, judge, everyone will always concede that, look, any system is going to involve X number of individuals getting a medication, a disease, a vaccine, a surgery, a surgical procedure, a medical procedure, a medication, a criminal justice system is set in place. X number of innocent people are going to go to jail for life. X number of people are going to be executed. X number of innocent people are going to go to a war, conflict, and die. X number of people are going to receive a benign medication that cures 90% of the people that take it, but 10% of the people that take it are going to have an obtuse allergic reaction that's going to make them die. Like, shit happens. What are we going to do? Happy Halloween. And the purpose of this video is just to come by and say happy Halloween. It's been a while. I haven't been on. I am the one who works here now. What has happened this season, generally, I don't even know if I'm going to go on to the CW Chanter channel today. But I knew I wanted to come on here. I've been on the role-playing game channel more or less. The more channels I add, it's not as though I add more channels and I have necessarily more time. Right? You add more channels, you add more obligations, you actually create less time. And last year, this was the channel that I was hanging out at. And maybe it's the thing that Halloween is the year that you spend at the new place, the new hip digs. So if you look in the description box below, you will see the link to the happening new YouTube channel, the role-playing game channel. And I would tell you that has been where I've been. So if you've been saying to yourselves, where's CW Chanter at? That's where I'm at. And if you say to yourself, well, gee, I just don't like that stuff, know that I still do traditionally end my videos with a tarot card. So I always tell people, if and you want to, you can always take a chance and watch my videos and either just tune into my videos, wait till they're over. Like if it's a live stream, wait till the live stream ends, and then take a gander and then just like skip to like the last couple of, the end kind and wait. Because then usually that's the part where I've wound down whatever role playing discussion has been happening, if any role playing discussion has been happening at all, right? And I'll probably get to a tarot card, right? Which is probably up your stuff. Sarah the Mage joins us. We say hello to Sarah the Mage. Happy Halloween to Sarah the Mage. And I've got our oh so cheesy, oh so lovely McCheesy, Spirit Halloween, no guidebook, all monsters, lovely tarot deck with us. I'll pull a card for this stream as we have 13 viewers. We say, Mortimer James, happy Halloween. I love your Space Ghost Coast to Coast avatar. We have 13 viewers. We have Mortimer James with Space Ghost, and we pull a card. Sowen, absolutely happy Sowen. Oh, Six of Wands. Six of Wands, the Golem. We had pulled this card before the other day in talking about this deck. And I noted the wonder of this card, and this is actually a wonderful card for this deck because of the Golem. Six of Wands, victory, triumph, but also the Star of David that we see emblazoned here, and the legend of the Golem. David Bucky, still better than Mendoza deck. Well, I won't talk ill about the Mendoza deck because I think the Mendoza deck was a work in progress that was stolen out of somebody else's desk. I believe, I don't know for sure. I'm not making any specific allegations because I don't know for sure. we be careful. The Six of Wands, we always want to be careful because the balance is wonderful, but balance is hard to maintain. And the balance of the universe is held at that universal level. And it's hard for us to be comfortable there. That's why we meditate, to get comfortable, to tune in and get comfortable at that universal level where we're dealing with everything that's going on all at once, where we can kind of control it. Because if we're out of control, we quickly realize, the golem goes out of control. And then that's the problem with playing God. So, when we talk about the story of the golem, the lesson of the golem is, be careful, man. Be careful, Dr. Frankenstein. Frankenstein. Be careful. Because just because you've been graced with the desire to play God and the means to manifest your desire to be God or be like a God, doesn't mean you've been blessed with the wisdom or knowledge to control that power. witness the foibles of Dr. Frankenstein, or witness the foibles of young Mickey Mouse, the Sorcerer's Apprentice, in Fantasia, when the brooms, go off and develop a mind of their own. So when we're in balance, and some would say when we're acting in concert with our higher will, which some would say is part and parcel of the universal will, then all is well. And when we're acting in accordance with our lower will, our egotistical will, our individual will, then it's going to be suffering. And then we're quickly going to fall out of this flavor of six into either direction, which is still a direction down. Or a direction away from a balance. Depending on your point of view, it's all subjective. I mean, all of these things, these vibrations, this notion of what is harmony, what is balance. Do you know what I mean? What is a pleasant sound? What is an unpleasant sound? It's judgments. It's all subjective things. It's all flavors. UAP David. I love you too. You can either erase the name of God from its forehead or take the name of God out of its mouth. Depends on where you wrote the name of God. Depends on the golem. Depends on what edition of D&D you're playing. It also depends on how much of a stickler your GM is. I'd like to take out the name of God from its mouth. What was your agility again? Jesus Christ, Dave, come on. You're going to have to do an agility roll. It's a particularly onerous golem, and he sees you coming, so I'm going to have to add like a modifier plus. You're not on the role-playing game channel, Ben. I apologize. I don't know what to make of this. Here we go. Trying to organize funeral food to see you, CW. Okay. Mortimer James. That's all my roommate talks about is D&D. Well, Mortimer James, I don't know if you noticed, but I do have a role-playing game channel that you could tell your roommate about. Depending on the perspective and point of view, they may like it and or not like it. You can find it in the description box below. That is not a command or an order. That is merely a suggestion. So getting the Six of Wands, the Golem card for us today here, this is what I notice is this. What I'll note for us is this. Creativity and what we create. Be aware of what we do and be aware of what we make. Be aware of what the energy we put into it. If we put the best of what we have, both the negative, right, our stern stuff, our hard stuff, but the best parts of it, and the best parts of our light, then we have the means to achieve our goals and to gain victory and to do what must be done for the community. The golem is constructed for positive means in the original, the first telling of the story. The golem is a means of protection. The golem is not a Frankenstein's monster. The golem is a guardian of the shtetl, of the community. My only advice for my only awareness of the whole Kanye situation is that Kanye continues to be allowed to be Kanye, which is the nature of the game. I believe that we are at the end stages of this whole celebrity complex thing that we have replicated and imitated beyond all replication. Following this 20-year nostalgia loop and looking at all these years, in concentration. I really think that we've recycled. And if you look, Hollywood, the Hollywood movie system really is kind of ended. I don't think we're going to see, superstars anymore. I don't think we're going to see like even the Kardashians, like looking at like Kim Kardashian and the impact of this non-relationship she had with this guy that from SNL or whatever it was. And these latest rounds of Kanye and the non-impact that it's had on my life, or even Elon Musk buying Twitter. It's just, you see the impact that these things used to have on us. It's like a non-event. People don't watch the TV anymore, and they certainly don't pay attention to People magazine. You know what I mean? It's, who fuels these fires? Who fuels these fires? You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know, but I also have to be aware of the fact that we see the world that we see, and we perceive the world that we perceive. And I have to be aware of the fact that, I'll be completely honest, post Trump and this whole conspiracy theory meltdown thing, noticing the amount of people that organically fell off the face of the planet of YouTube, I could have chosen to follow these guys and gals to the reaches of Tumblr or Rumble, or not Tumblr, Rumble or Spreaker, wherever right-wing weirdo places that they went to or whatever, and I didn't. Hey, we say hello to Paranormal Hood Live. I say hello to The Whale. And I didn't, I didn't choose to, I chose not to, try to follow Jordan Sather wherever he was going. I chose not to follow, these people to further reaches. So when they fell off the face of the planet, they just fell off the face of the planet to me, so, and Biden just turned, the Democratic Party is a party of do nothings. So politically, it's just turned into a nowheresville of nothing news. I knew that I wasn't qualified to cover real politique, like the crisis in the Ukraine. So I wasn't going to touch that stuff. So I, really just kind of casually was treating YouTube as, going off and doing, looking at the role-playing game material, and just really honestly just, being aware of the kind of non-news, but really just kind of taking a break from things. And like I said, not following these wackadoos. And a lot of these wackadoos went to ground for obviously good reasons. I mean, David Wilcock, just petered out. Like I didn't unsubscribe from him. Simon Parks, I didn't unsubscribe from. When he would upload, I would watch what he was saying, but he wasn't. These people can't make stuff up anymore. I kept on listening to Penny Bradley, but that got sad. You know what I mean? Like I like it would turn into the same thing with that mother gal that I was covering. People would just start saying I was punching down. Like you know what I mean? So it's like who's there to cover? And Kanye West is just going, person is just spinning out. Person has mental health problems and they're spinning out publicly, saying, crazy things. And then Elon Musk has to now buy, and we say hello to the elephant in the room. Elon Musk now has to buy Twitter. Okay. And then people are saying like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, oh, and look at the non-news. He's saying, oh, he's going to get Trump back. Get Trump back. What's that going to do? Does anyone give a shit about Trump? Does anyone give a shit about Trump? Bring Trump back. Go for it. Knock yourself out. Does anyone give a shit about Elon Musk? Everyone knows that Elon Musk is full of shit. Now, it's over. Everyone knows that crypto is full of shit. The last people talking about cryptocurrency literally are elderly Republican senators, because they're the last people to be falling to get the bullshit. The bullshit finally traveled upstream to them, and they're the last peoples to fall for it. And they're going around going, we're going to start putting people's pensions into it. And they're going around to their states going, we're hearing from these crypto people to put people's pensions into it. And they're going to their states, and the states are going, no. They were just here and we've been through this. No, we're not doing that. Britain, look at Britain. Sorry, the United Kingdom. They're falling apart. David Bucky JS is still out here. JS, I tune into him when he still uploads. He went through a phase of uploading because his girlfriend left him and went back to Spain. So he panicked, did a string, allegedly, I think, as near as I could put together. You listen to all these people. You listen to what they actually say, and then you put together what's actually happening behind the scenes. Here's Tim Frey. UAP David, Elon Musk is going to scare off all the advertisers. He probably won't, because he's actually not going to do anything. He's not going to do anything. Because the minute he starts to do that, the investors are going to go, stop that. Tim Frey, I was kicked off of Twitter in January for literally repeating Don Trump's rips on DeSantis. The idea there was ever a left-wing bias is preposterous. It's nuts. There's no nothing. It is what it is. It is what it is. But meanwhile, look at Facebook. Look, hey, here's the dirty little secret. Everything that comes to a start comes to an end. Here's what I think. I don't think that either Facebook or Twitter are necessarily Coca-Cola. What do I mean by that? I don't think they're perennials. Remember, there's companies like Coca-Cola. There's companies like Prudential that have been around, long time, right? Lloyd's of London, they've been around so long time, but there's other companies that are not. Pan Am, not around anymore. Pan Am used to be huge. Spooky scene. Bashar channels a message about the future of the past. I've been having a lot of fun with Bashar because Bashar is great. I've been watching a lot of Bashar because Bashar channels a message about the future of the past. Okay, let me see if I can do that. I have to be careful because we got my neighbors here, so I have to do it. Okay. So imagine this. This is okay. So this is the scene. This is an advertisement. Imagine this is a theoretical advertisement for an upcoming Bashar seminar in 5 years from now. So this is 2027. Okay. Okay. So this is a message about the future of the past. Okay. Hello, and we welcome you and we bid you today. Greetings on this moment of this glorious co-creation as we welcome you and invite you to an upcoming seminar we are calling The Golden Years of the Past. Today, a special invitation to go not into the future, but into the past of tomorrow that we all remember so well as your year of 2012. That's what he would want to do, because in 2027, it's going to be no fun. It's going to be no fun. I really got to be careful. I really don't want to freak out, but it's normal business hours. I can't run the rest of it. Someone's going to be on the phone and then come not going. You okay in there? You know what I mean? Meanwhile, I've never been kicked off of Twitter, like not once. There you go. And meanwhile, and here's the other thing, and dirty little secret time, and Russia can't beat Ukraine. Everything you've been told about reality is a lie. Do you know what I mean? And at what point are the Russians just going to say to Putin, bro, the same thing with Trump. They love you until they lose. Here's my predictions for Putin. They're going to kill him. They're going to kill him. Let me tell you something. There was a guy on YouTube. He had these like crazy tattoos. I forget what his name was. He had these like tattoos on his face. Like he had this like his thing was he had this expression, fuck a job. And he had these like tattoos on his face to make him look like the Joker or whatever. And his thing was like he was like a gangster or whatever. He was like a white dude or whatever. And like he was like always going around doing all this like gangster stuff, and he would like consider himself a rapper, and he would like drive around in a Segway. Like he was like this like perpetrating hood, whatever. And like he was like in his like YouTube and his Twitter followers, like always like growing with stitches or whatever was his name. And then all of a sudden, like I forget like what happened. Like one day, like he like looked like an ass or a fool over like one thing. Like I don't know what it was, like a chick or something. I don't know what it was. It was like one thing happened, just like one thing. Like he caught like one L, like he just like caught like one L, and like the next thing you knew, like his entire empire started falling. Like the next thing that happened was like videos like kept on popping up of his crew kicking his ass. Like just every time he would turn around, it'd be like another video of like 2 or 3 members of his crew rolling up on him, attacking him. The minute you're on like that's like the king of the jungle, the lion, the king of the pride is up there on the roost, right? And all the young guys are like, you know, and the tough guy is like tough guy, and the young guy's like, yo. And every time the young guy's like, yo, the tough guy will be like, there's your fucking eyeball. And the young guy's like, ah, yeah. You know what I mean? And all the other guys are like, that guy, I don't know, that guy's still number one. I'm fucking with him. But one day, that old guy is like older, too old. And the right young guy comes up and says, I'm doing it. And the old guy's like, Papa! And the young guy goes, fuck you! And gets the old guy. Just gets him. You know? One day you get got. One day you get gone, you get gone. He got punched out. Here we go. Here's David Bucky knows the story. I love it. I like David Bucky's my boy. Like all y'all, I love it because for all y'all, like there's always like one across the board. Like I'll be like one thing, and I'll be like all of a sudden I'll be like, okay, so a lot of what you don't know about me is I'm also into doilies and doily collecting. I don't know if you know about this, but the thing about doilies and lace is, and then like out of nowhere, Rose Gold will be like, Rose Joy will be like, yeah, the thing about doilies, I got you, is what you're talking about is lace print, and that's actually a New England sweep. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I'm talking about. Rose, you know what I'm talking about. The New England sweep. You know what I mean? Someone will always have it. David Bucky got punched out by another rapper's manager, and someone paid his friends to beat him up. So, you know, and here's the thing that's so crazy about me. Here's the thing so crazy about you, boy. I'm sitting up here and I'm going, man, maybe I better not talk about stitches because I don't want him to find out about shit and be like, come get me. You know, come beef. That David Buck, now we're gonna start talking about Island Boys. Look how quick the Island Boys fell off. I saw one is getting plastic surgery. Oh man, I don't want to talk about. We gotta be careful. We start talking about Island Boys. I'm going back. I'm pulling another card. We gotta talk. We gotta clean the vibe. Island Boys, we gotta clean the vibe. We're talking about Island Boys up in here. No. Oh man, we are pulling a card merely to clean the vibes. Yo, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Hi, my name is Heretic. Hey, Heretic, what are you doing showing up? Someone mentioned Island Boys, so I was required to show up. Thank you. Thank you, Heretic. Would you like me to pull your card? Yeah, that'd be lovely. You got, ooh, 10 of Pentacles, the Minotaur. Well, that's interesting. What do you think about that? Well, this is the 10 of Pentacles, that's the 10 of Earth. That's like the ultimate culmination of the suit of Earth. And that makes sense for the Minotaur and the Labyrinth. It actually kind of makes sense for you, Heretic, because as a role-playing game kind of character, the essence of the dungeon is the labyrinth. It's where we go to the center to find ourselves. So the ultimate culmination of Earth is really kind of the ultimate culmination of the search for ourselves. It's what some people claim that we come here for, to find ourselves, to discover our true identity. My mind has been blown. Well, I hope that helps. Helped you look crazy. Stop. And that's what you get when you mention the Island Boys. Okay, folks. So we've been here 37 minutes. So I've had 2 streams today, and that's life. Folks, I love you. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. You mean the world to me. Brando is here. Nothing more gangster than driving a Segway. That's what I keep on telling the kids. Hey, kids, look at me. I'm like Back to the Future. It's not quite a hover car. Give it up. You're too old. No one listen to Substack. No one reads Substack. Oh my God. It's awesome. It's like Twitter, but you get to pay for it. Oh my God. No one's reading your Substack. Give it up. Please monetize content. I love it. Speaking of monetized content, join my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Yeah, you will. Sure. Oh my God. Everyone is trying to get everyone to join Patreon. No one wants to join anyone's Patreon. I love it. In the future, we're all going to be having sex with each other for money and complaining about the tips. It's going to be great. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's free. It has to be. It's words. You're awesome. I'm kidding you. No. I believe it. Okay. So no. But I know that some people charge for their Substacks. Like that guy, what's his name? Mr. Warmth. John David Ebert charges for everything. If you're not willing to pay for me teaching you everything that you know about philosophy, well, then that says so much about you as a human being and as a taker. Then, I don't want to be involved. So I've got better things to do. If I starve to death in a gutter, then at least I'll have the satisfaction of knowing that I know everything there is to know about Rudolf Steiner, and you won't. Brando, Bashar, attorney at law would be great. As I said already, Brando, I would love to, but because we're during normal business hours and my suite mates are in the office as well, I got to be a little bit careful. We've got a new video up. I did a live stream earlier on the role playing game channel. I'm over here doing this live stream. I don't know if I'm going to do a CW Chanter channel video. I certainly have to stop and eat something. And I've got my kids later, so I don't know if there's going to be a CW Chanter video today, or maybe I'll do a live stream later or whatever. But I certainly had a blast talking to you guys these last couple of times. And I love you. I continue to love you. Okay? You mean the world to me. An oracle card, the Halloween Oracle. So I gave 3 cards on this stream. So this, if you put them together, you might have a reading. We got this one on the last one too. So it's the same Halloween Oracle card. So actually, we got the same Oracle card on the last stream. So if you want the reading for me reading the text of this Halloween Oracle card, go to the RPG video for today. There you go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, and an excuse until you go over there. The Mork Borg solo playthrough continues, and I love you. You mean the world to me. Chant, read a spiritual text every day, even if you're an atheist. You learn what your friends believe on planet Earth. You'll learn something about humans. And if you chant, you'll meditate, and you'll learn how to sing, and you'll learn how to chant, and you'll have something to add to the proceedings if there's a group jam. We say hello to Christy. We say goodbye to Christy. We say hello to Jewel. We say goodbye to Jewel. We say hello to Reemsey. We say goodbye to Reemsey. And we say happy Halloween to Reemsey. You're all the best.